Hello, welcome to Juniper Level Botanic Garden, the home of Delights Nursery. It's summertime, it's the middle of July. The ginger lilies are really a welcome plant in the garden at this time of year. Some of them thrive in full sun. There's some that prefer shade. Many of them do sort of half sun, half shade, and many of them are very fragrant. The ginger lilies are related to the culinary ginger, and they grow from a rhizome that looks very much like the ginger root you buy in the grocery store. They are in a different genus, same family but different genus. The ginger lilies are Hedychium. The culinary ginger blooms, but it makes little flowers just from the rhizome, so they're not very showy in bloom. But the ginger lilies, they're in the genus Hedychium, and this is a cultivar named Pradhanii, and it's one of the ones that's very fragrant. I don't know if you can detect this from where you're viewing, but it's a very delightful fragrance. And one of the common names of some of these ginger lilies are butterfly gingers, and the flower does look a bit like a butterfly. They come in a range of colors: white, yellow, various shades of orange and coral. Certainly a few are quite red. Hedychium deceptum is sort of tomato red. And they bloom for a long period of time. They make a terminal cluster of flowers, and you can see other younger stems are just starting to show the flower buds. So it'll be in bloom for probably a couple months. This is sort of an average sized one. I'm guessing the taller stems are about 5 foot tall. We're going to see one in a moment or two that is quite a bit taller. I mentioned their adaptability to various amounts of sun. They're not fussy as far as soil. I don't think they would tolerate a soggy site, and I certainly would avoid a very dry site where you might be better off growing desert plants. But as long as the soil is average moisture, they'll do fine. They're growing under these dawn redwoods, these metasequoia, and they're quite competitive when it comes to using the water. The ones we grow in the garden are winter hardy in zone 7B and 8A, so at least hardy through zone 7. This tall beauty is also fragrant, not as strong as Pradhanii, but I get a nice little fragrance, and perhaps it's more fragrant in the evening. This is a cultivar named Palani. It's a good 7, maybe even taller, feet tall. I'm standing up, I'm not on my knees. And it's in bloom in mid-July. It's been in bloom for maybe close to a month, and it'll keep on going on for a good long time. It's not one we currently have in production, but if you want one that looks like that, there are many ginger lilies with flowers of this color. The foliage is nice and clean on ginger lilies. We don't have any insect pests, and I've never known deer to eat ginger lilies, so it's a good low maintenance flower for the midsummer garden, even a good part of the summer. Thank you very much for your time today, and I hope to see you again in the garden.